There's no such thing as fat loss foods. There's no such thing as muscle building foods. There's just energy in versus energy out.
Alright guys, we're back. The vlog is back. As you guys would have just seen, we just wrapped up a session with Lenny, getting ready for Hyrox training at the moment. So we're kind of complementing his strength work with a bit of conditioning as well. Today's a pretty busy day. We've got a bunch of different stuff on. I'm actually just about to wash my car right now, to be honest. Then we'll go grab something to eat. We've got a podcast a little later today, sales call, bit of stuff for Unify. I've also got a podcast coming out today as well from my show, which I'll show you guys in a second. So I just got to do some promotional stuff for that.
Pre-COVID to today, there's something like 2,000 more fitness offerings and gyms and group training models, but people are coming once a week. As an industry, like we're failing. We know you need to come more than once a week.
Give you guys some insight into how it looks once an episode comes out. I'll usually have anywhere between 3 to 5 clips that I'll post on my reels. I'll share some stories, usually share it to my email list as well. And basically, obviously, just try and get as many people to listen to it as possible. Yeah, at the moment, I'm literally just posting the trailer to the episode on socials while we wait for this car wash. And yeah, get the episode out there and start promoting it. My right headphone just makes this like fucking squeaking noise now. I was like, fuck, that's annoying. And I was like, oh, at least I'm the only one who can hear it. And I was on a call the other day and the guest was like, what's that?
No way.
Toby, how are you? Mate, thanks for spending some time getting that questionnaire filled out for me. Obviously it gives me a bit of an idea of where you're at, what the ultimate kind of goal is, bit of background on yourself, but I'd love to kind of just reiterate some of that today. So what's the number one thing for you at the moment that you're unhappy with, the thing that you want to, the thing that's really driving you, I guess, to make the change?
All right, guys, so Jake and I are in at Skeward, which I said when we got here, Danielle and I reckon would have shares in this business. We come here that often. Today's lunch, we've got a ton of grilled chicken, we've got a Greek salad, and then we've got some hot chips. And so you would have seen in the thumbnail of this video the fact that this is a fat loss meal. This can also be a meal that you use to build muscle mass. This can also be a meal that you use to maintain your body composition. 90% of my calories for the day outside of this meal will come from nutrient-dense whole foods. And so I always allow a small percent of my intake for the day to come from things that may not be nutrient-dense and whole food. What I do whenever I eat out is I'll always overestimate. First thing I do in the morning is grab out my FitnessPal. I'll track this meal ahead of time and then work backwards and reverse engineer the meals for the rest of the day. As I said, I always overestimate, so I've allowed for around 900 calories for this meal. 913 to be exact. Now, is that perfect? Most likely not. The reason why I overestimate is because then we have more room to move. If anything, at the end of the day, I'm going to be under my calorie intake. I'm getting a good amount of protein in. The rest of my food is coming from nutrient-dense whole foods, and I'm able to continue to eat foods like this and stay on track with whatever my body composition goals are. And so at the moment, I'm actually trying to build muscle mass, right? But even if I was trying to lose body fat, I'll continue to eat meals like this because there's no need to cut it out. There's no such thing as fat loss foods. There's no such thing as muscle building foods. There's just energy in versus energy out. Our focus should be on how much energy we're consuming in comparison to expending on a consistent basis. And so if you're in a deficit and you want to have something like this, or you want to go and have ice cream or have a glass of wine, you can do that and continue to see body composition results. We're going to get stuck into this now before we move on with the rest of the day.
So you're happy to jump on this Zoom tonight?
No worries, yeah, sweet as.
Sweet. Well, yeah, we'll do it at 5:30. Even just have a chat to him about, some of the things that you've been focusing on and implementing as well, and kind of just have a bit of back and forth, and then I can just jump in.
Done, man. Sounds great.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be good. Sit down. Shake hands. Wait, other hand. No, other hand. That one. Shake hands. Okay guys, so we've just arrived at the Pivotal Conversations podcast studio here in Richmond. I'm a guest on a podcast today. It's called Chew on This. I am excited for this conversation today, all around flexible dieting, tracking your macros, much of the stuff that we kind of just spoke about before after lunch. So definitely a topic that I know like the back of my hand. But we're about to head in, so Jake will grab some footage of us kind of cruising in there, set up at the studio, and we'll try and get some clips from the actual conversation itself. And yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far. Hey, how are you?
Are you looking for podcast there?
Yeah.
That's just right next to
Oh,
it.
great. Sorry about that. Just trying to figure out how to get in. How the fuck do you get in? I don't get it. Maybe we can go up there. Hey mate, how are you? Yeah, good. How's it going?
Danny, welcome to the show. I'm super excited to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Very grateful to be here. What do I do? Typically, I like spending a lot of my time like either sharing content or helping people through things that I've experienced. I like to go out, experience stuff, document it, share what I've found, and hopefully people can take value from that. And so, yeah, was severely underweight, like same height that I am now and about 25 kilos less, and I'm not that big now. And so, yeah, borderline kind of eating disorder. You've been really disciplined with your training and your nutrition for an extended period of time because you're going away on a holiday. And you go away on your holiday, you're probably a lot more relaxed with your food, may have a few drinks, probably training a bit less, and you come back looking and feeling better. And it's like, what is going on? Like, I've done less and I look better. Particularly with females, it could be hormones, it could be lifestyle choices, it could be stress.
Danny, thank you so much for joining me today. I love chatting to you, and I think it's such an insightful episode that we're doing.
So guys, the clips that you just saw was a podcast that I just did with Amal from Equolution in a Pivotal Conversation Studios in Richmond. It was actually a really good podcast speaking about flexible dieting, tracking your macros, and becoming the CEO of your own body. Further in that conversation I had before after lunch, it's just we want to remove the guesswork from seeing body composition results, and tracking your calorie intake is the way to do that, and you're going to learn a lot about your body as well. And so yeah, very grateful to be asked to go on that show. It was a really good one. It should be out very soon. But now we're just about to head to the post office. I've just got to drop off an order for Unify. We've actually had a bunch of orders come in today, but neither myself or Danielle have really been home. So got to get a few more orders ready tonight. We've got a restock of vanilla and chocolate whey protein tomorrow, which is awesome. And then I've just got coaching calls for the rest of the night after this. And so we'll wrap up the vlog soon. Hope you guys have really enjoyed tuning into this one. We're going to get into more of a consistent routine with getting a couple of these vlogs out per month. And we're going to look at a few things in terms of some structure and keeping some stuff in the episodes to keep it really interesting for you guys, and potentially even get some of you involved at some point as well, which would be cool. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the show already, please do, or subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think of this episode and this content in the comments below, and I really appreciate you tuning in. Very grateful for you guys, and really enjoying recording these and showing you what goes into my day and to my weeks. And one last thing, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's supported Unify so far as well. Our supplements, in my opinion, obviously, are the best out there, and we've had a lot of support from all of you, which has been incredible. And there's plenty more exciting things to come, including some new products very soon. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you guys in the next vlog.